Hi, I'm Maddie. I am a vocal major and I'm in ninth grade.
So, have you done any performances this year?
We did one as a choir for winter and we recorded it and paired it up with virtual kids, but that's our only performance so far.
What do performances look like with COVID-19 protocol?
Yeah, so we got these singing masks at the beginning of the year. They're called like duck masks and they like go out of your face. They look really silly, but they're very effective and it's made things a lot easier when singing in a choir. And it was very strange because everyone's very distanced when especially for the concert because everyone you're on the stage but you're so far away from everyone else. So it was you still felt like you were kind of doing it alone even though there's people right next to you. And especially since there was no one in the audience except for Mr. Taylor, it's I don't know how to explain it. Very different. It's not bad. I personally enjoyed it a lot, and I think it was nice that we got to do anything at all. But it's definitely strange, and it gets some taking used to because I did choir at Bach for 3 years, and I enjoy it a lot more here, but it's also very different, especially with COVID and masks and everything.
What do performances look and feel like without an audience?
I will say it's less nerve-wracking. It's because you feel like you can try things out and not worrying about if people will like it or not. But it's quite lonely because no one's there to see you perform. You can record it, sure, but it's not the same. They're watching it at a later time and you're still doing it with no one there. It has helped me get over some of my stage fright. Like I'll get scared of like going on a stage sometimes, like alone. And it has helped me get used to that. But getting time to get used to that. But very lonely. Lonely is the best way to describe it. It's just you can't get as into the music when there's no one there to do it for. It's almost impossible. Like you have kind of a motive when you're singing in front of people, and without that, like sure you can like practice and whatever, but it will not be as great.
So my name is Autumn Wong. I am a current senior and band major.
Okay. And how was band life before COVID?
Band life before COVID, it was probably it was golden. I call it like the golden age, honestly. We thrive a lot on working towards a common goal, whether it's a concert or like a band trip. And so there was a lot of teamwork and it was just really, really fun.
And how was performances?
They were probably it's probably one of the highlights of my high school career looking back on them. Some of the, like just being in an ensemble while someone's playing, you kind of just get that like awestruck moment. And luckily some of that kind of has come back because of COVID as we've done recordings, but it's not going to be the same as a concert.
So how has band performances been affected by COVID?
Oh, they've been affected pretty dramatically. I think first of all, we're not doing live concerts for now. Well, we're going to be trying to do one in May with a full audience. But for now, we've been doing just recordings and with just two communication majors and like the risers. well, it's going to be like our final concert for the seniors, so we're going to be playing our traditional Stars and Stripes Forever. There's going to be some audience, but with the COVID restrictions, I think the maximum is 80, so we're going to have to choose whether who to let in, who to let out, which is going to be a tough decision, but a necessary one.
So while performing, is there any like COVID restrictions in place? Like I saw some people had like to wear masks while performing. Like what are the restrictions and precautions in place?
So right now, first of all, we're in Meyer Hall instead of our band room, which is it's one of the positives as we get more stage time and we get kind of acclimated to the stage. But also, obviously, we are 6 feet apart. We wear bell covers, and also we are getting slit masks now. So on every opening of the instruments, there's gonna be this nylon covering that. So let's just say you're playing a trumpet, where that big opening is. There's gonna be a black cover on it, and it kind of affects the pitch. I can't get out certain notes in my bassoon anymore, but everything for safety.
So do you have to like change songs because of that?
Not necessarily. It affects other instruments less than the bassoon. Like some of the buttons are placed right by the bell, and so we just can't get those out. But we've just been kind of adapting instead of having to change whole songs.
How do you feel about that? Like, is it easier performing without an audience?
I find it harder. I perform that pressure, and that pressure kind of turns into excitement of having an audience, and having that high stakes is kind of gone with having no audience. And with that comes like band camaraderie, spirit, and everything else that can't really be measured by statistics or rates. You just kind of see it, the energy throughout the band. I don't know, I'm sure there's some people that benefit from performing without an audience, but I know some of our more seasoned players have been really bummed out about it.